like the mowing schedule. We normally approve a contractor, is that annually that we do for,
You mean for private property?
well, no, not private property, but just mowing our right-of-ways?
Well, we have
Is it annually that we do that?
mayor.
Oh. Sorry.
We still new on the system.
Yeah, well, so I did hear her mention private property owners and the overgrown business owners, and so I heard a couple of different things from her. And so you heard that, and then, of course, we do have right-of-way, and we mow, we say 3 times a year, you know, because we just don't have the resources. And I heard the deputy city manager say 4 to 6 weeks. Is more like 3 times a year, 4 times a year. And, you know, Columbus is 220 square miles, 141,000 acres. And, you know, we have, you know, a couple of thousand miles of road. And so we don't have the resources to mow. You know, when you mow your grass at home, and I heard her very well, you know, you can't, if you go 2 weeks without mowing your lawn during the rainy season, your lawn is out of control, especially if you have weed. And so just think about that. You can't go 2 weeks at your own house, but we are talking 3 times a year on right-of-way, or every 4 to 6 weeks. It's out of control. And so we, you know, and we can't, our gateway contract is for the gateways, the interchanges, and, you know, certain buildings and grounds, like the government center, and we spend $1 million, $1.5 million a year on gateways, a lot. And so we recently added fire stations to gateways, for example, and we were going to add the municipal court, excuse me, not municipal court, but recorder's court building to gateways. We can't afford to add all of the right-of-way to gateways. We just could not afford that. And so we're probably going to have to invest in more people if we want to, and more equipment if we want to mow on a more regular basis. I mean, we just have to invest.
Yeah, is that something that we can look at for the upcoming
I'd love
budget
to.
cycle?
I'd love to.
Yeah, I just think that, and I agree, sometimes we go to certain areas and it's an eyesore. However, you know, I go to certain communities because, you know, we all travel different states, and you see it dress like you're on a military installation. And then we got some large military installations too, and I know their budgets are different, but when you go onto the military installation, you don't see all this overgrown. It's nicely manicured, but they got military young soldiers.
They got a budget that we can't
Yeah, that
compete
we can't beat.
compete with.
But I really would like to see us take a real good effort in this next budget cycle for us to really do amazing when it comes to how we present to the world.
Yeah.
Maybe we might could come up with a work